Hey ladies, this is Linda, FaithChick777, and for this video we are going to make a couple of real easy butterflies. So let me get my sign out of the way and let's get started. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how to make real easy this little butterfly. Bring it up a little bit, and then I'll show you how to make like a lacy butterfly. Okay, using just some lace. For this one I did one and I used that real thick eyelet lace that I used for a flower on my flower tutorial video. So we'll make something similar to that, but a little bit different lace we're going to use. So I'm going to bring this down in a little bit. Now, to make this flower, the reason I've chosen this flower, because a lot of us can get a hold of this particular lace, and it is a flower lace. It just looks like this. You can get it at Joann's. It's fairly inexpensive. It's not bad at all. Couple bucks a yard or something. And you can also use, like if you have this type of flower lace, you can use it as well. Okay, because these ladies right here on this flower, those are butterfly wings. All you need to do is cut them apart and you've got butterfly wings already in the nice good shape for you. So that's an idea. And then you can also use some lace even like this, all that shabby chic lace that we see. And this I got at Walmart as well. You guys all saw my little lace video haul from Walmart. And you can make a butterfly out of this type of lace as well. So let's get back to showing you how to do this one. And I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Okay, so what you need to do obviously is cut off 4 little flowers off this lace here. So that's what I've got right here, 4 little flowers already done. And let me see where I'm at here. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see against that white lace. That was very bright of me, wasn't it? Okay, so, and then what I did was punched out a little oval scallop. Okay, just using a little scallop punch, just a little oval one. And then what you're going to do is just begin to assemble this lace, or this, I want to call it lace, I don't know why, this flower onto the little scallop circles. So what we're going to do, and I always like to glue it on the wrong side of the scallop, so if you flip the butterfly over, you got this real pretty textured on the back side, it just looks finished. So we're just going to go kind of across here on, we're going to put the top 2 wings on, so to speak. So you're going to one side of the oval, and then you're going to come over here on the other side of the oval, and we now have 2 wings. 2 top wings, and I like to kind of squish it in a little bit to give it kind of a pointy shape in the center so that it kind of looks like, you know, like this flower shape I showed you. See, it kind of like round at the top and skinnier at the middle, at the bottom. Okay, so, and then we're going to go on to the next bottom 2 wings, and you can kind of pinch the bottom if you want a little bit to kind of get that pinched shape down there. One side, and then the other side. Okay, now we have 4 butterfly wings. And I don't care if they're like not as asymmetrical or not. I mean, I would like them to look a little bit even, but I don't care if one ended up being, you know, a little bit bigger around or something, because I just think it's cute. Or if it turned out to be a little bit, you know, a fat butterfly, that's just cute to me. All right, so then the next thing I like to do is assemble the antennas. Now, in this particular one, I am going to grab, I've got some just pearl bead trim. You can get that at Walmart as well, or any of your local craft stores. I just cut a couple of, probably 2 inches off, and we're just going to add some glue to this. Let's see, I'm going to go, that scallop's a long way, so we're just going to add a little bit of glue to the center and begin adding our antennas. So I always like to pay attention to which way my little pearl trim is kind of, it just automatically will roll to one direction or the other. I'm going to bring this out just a little bit. I think it's a little bit too close. Okay, and then, so I just make sure if it's, just curl it out to the outside so it makes a nice little cute antenna. See, it just kind of curls in a natural direction to one side or the other. So I just make sure it's kind of a C on the right side and a backward C shape on the left side. And so now we have our little antennas. And then I'll mess with them a little bit and pull them up and maybe add a little more glue at the top so they're a little bit more. Look, I messed with that one, see, and so now the backward C shape is not the, there we go. And add a little bit more glue at the top, as I was saying, to kind of make them, you know, point out a little bit more like antennas. So I'm going to add just a little bit more glue right up here. Just a little bit, just to hold it up a little bit more. Now, on some of my butterflies, I've used tulle. On some of my butterflies, I've used feathers. But on this particular one, we're going to use a little bit of tulle in the center just to add a little bit of dimension right here. So let me grab a piece of tulle. Man, it is hard to see on this white. That was so smart of me. Hard to see on this white background. So here's a little piece of tulle. Oopsie. It's trying to go away from me. And all I do is just kind of gather it in the center. Actually, I'm going to gather it long ways in the center. I just make a little gather in the center like this. And then I'm just going to glue that down right over the top of my little butterfly antenna, so to speak. Just gluing it right over the top. And I'll try and just hold it down, but have my fingers spread apart so I don't burn my fingers as much when I'm making the butterflies. That way it kind of holds down. There, now we got, just see how we got just a little bit of texture in the center. Feathers are cute too. I've done that. I've showed you my butterflies. Okay, and then in the center you can add either like some half-back little pearls. Okay, what I do a lot is I've got these little gem flower sprays, so I cut them apart and use those. And then I often a lot like to also add like a little I Am Roses flower, or, you know, your Wild Crafts, whatever, Recollections flower, shimmer it a little bit in the center as well. So what I'm going to do with this particular one is grab a couple of the little gems. I've already cut them off here. Okay. Right. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right on the part of that wire. And then I'm just going to place it right over the top of the tulle, just like that. Okay, so see, we're going to have our little crystally center there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm going to do it off camera here for a second. Okay. Okay, and then I've got so other little dollop of glue, and I'm going to add it right over the top of the tulle on the other one. And I'm just going to eyeball about how far apart according to how big my flower is, because the flower is going to cover that wire in the center. So I might run it a little bit closer together. There we go, and just kind of eyeball it. Okay, and turn it so it's right direction. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little flower. We're going to hot glue a little bit on the back of that. And then I'm going to place it right in between my two little gems. You kind of got to mess with it because your glue's all wobbly and you're messing with tulle and gems and all sorts of stuff. Just right in the center though. And then ladies, look at that. There's our little cute, quick, fast butterfly. Nice and easy. Okay, and like I said, you can do the same with that other little lace that's already a flower. Just cut out the petals individually. So there's our cute little butterfly. Another butterfly I like to do is to work with lace. So there's one side of the wing I've already done. What I did is took about 2 inches of lace and I did a little running stitch to the center and then I tied it off. But we can't leave it like this because this just looks like one big fat wing. We want a little definition. So what you do to do that is you go in the center of the lace, just kind of in the center, and you don't have to go all the way to edge. I'd say, you know, about a 1/4 inch in from the edge, and you just do a little running stitch all the way to the edge of that lace. Okay. Run stitch it, and then you're just going to come back through kind of right next to where you did your other little running stitch, and you're going to go right back through right next to it, and you're just going to pull it all the way through like that. And then when you pull it, see, now it gives us little individual rings once you pull it all the way through. See, the more I pull it, the more individual wing it gives me. 2 wings. And then I'm just going to come through here and just knot it off, tie it off. So that's how you can use lace to make a little butterfly. So tie that right off. There we go. And I'll cut off my excess over off camera here. Okay, and then we just do the same thing. We begin to assemble. So now I've got 2 little pieces of lace, started with 2 inches, did a gather stitch, and then a little gather stitch through the center sideways to make individual wings. And you just start to do the same thing. I'm going to glue the wings with the rough edges together right in the center. Trying to find my nice side here. Okay, same thing on this side, right in the center. So now we have like a little butterfly. See, a little Wing and a wing and a wing and a wing. Little butterfly. And then you just kind of do the same thing. On this particular one, I've got these little flower stamen here. It's double-edged. I'm just going to cut one edge off because I don't need the little pearl on both edges. And I'm going to glue those to the center of the flower because I'm going to make a little bit more stiffer antenna on this one. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of stick it right through just like that, right in the center on camera. There we go. And I've got little butterfly antenna. It just gives such a little stiffer appearance. I really like it. And then the same thing. Where'd my tool? Look, I'm grabbing at my stuff, ladies. Where'd my little piece of tool go? It fell. Where'd it go? Hello, tool. I lost my piece of tool. All right, we're not going to use tool. Okay, so now I've got my little antenna right in the center right here, and then we're just going to add like a little flower. I got, again, another one of these little flowers. We're going to glue it right in the center of that, because, you know, actually I don't think need tool on this one. I'm glad I lost my tool. I kind of like it without. I just like to add a little flower center. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty. And then I'm going to use those little flat back pearls I showed you. So I'm going to use a couple of the bigger ones. I think we're going to take a couple of those off of there. Let me get them separated here off camera a little bit. I can see those. I'll be able to find them. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little dollop of glue on the back of it. Okay, and then I'm going to glue it right up underneath that flower. Just like that. Hey, my tool! Ah, that's funny. It was stuck to my bottom of my butterfly. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to it. I'm going to add it at the top of the flower because I like just a little finished edge, and everything looks good in threes. So by doing two little flat back pearls and a flower, we've got a center of 3. Okay, ladies, and there you go. There is a real quick and easy, just kind of little romantic-y looking shabby chic butterfly. Real easy with the lace, and then there's our finished back. Okay, so that's nice and easy, huh? And then the other butterfly that I made that I thought was kind of fun is you can use like this lace. Okay, showed that a second ago. I think I showed it. If I didn't, I'm showing you now. I meant to show it a second ago. Use this shabby chic lace and then cut apart the little flowers. Okay, you just cut off this little squiggly before and after the flower, and then you cut out 4 of these little pieces, and then you do the same thing as the white flower. You just begin to assemble them onto your piece of scallop cardstock. See, I just glued, and there's my little flowers cut, glued. And I'll flip it over here, and all I did on the front of this is I added some feather, added a little bit of pearls, and a little bit of the flower stamen, and then same thing, I glued a little flower to the center, and on this particular one I glued the gem and the pearl. So that kind of gave me like a little, you know, Parisian looking butterfly, I think. So that's a cute one, but same thing. So, you know, ladies, begin to look at your laces and your trims a little bit differently and learn how you can make some butterflies out of it. So I hope this little quick tutorial on making some butterflies gave you some ideas. And if you have any questions, message me and I'll get back to you. So thanks for sharing your time with me, ladies. Bye.